back to my life. Finally, I'm gonna do this topic. I got interrupted the last time. Spiritual warfare is real. It's so real, guys. Like the fact that I like doing lives with you guys, I've been attacked that way. Like a new distractions came my way. It's like innocent, a new distraction where I can't get to do my lives properly as I used to, and it's just crazy how so many interruptions. But anyway, guys, I'm finally gonna do this topic. I'm gonna do it. Um, Obviously I'm not going to label it as part one, part two. If anyone watched the other video where I was talking with the same title, and it was like 2 minutes, I think it's 2 minute long video, 1 minute something, I don't know. Just so you know, this is the continua. Oh my god, I can't speak English, guys. I'm speaking Portuguese. This is the continued version of the previous video, if that makes sense, right? Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, it's a continuous version. Yeah, so a mad rush. I had to get off live, and now everything's fine. I'm staying at home, so it's fine. So I can do this video, right? So I'm gonna start cutting people off. Maybe that's a sign for anyone watching this video that you probably need to cut the guy off, right? It could be a sign, the title, like just cut them off. Um, yeah, I'm gonna cut a lot of people off. I just feel like there's just too many distractions. Um, I've fallen off the bandwagon as well, guys. It's just not good. 1 second. It's just not good, guys. I just need to get myself back, my power back, my control back, like literally. So anyway, it's not about me, guys. It's not about me. It's about the signs. He doesn't care about you. Female perspective, my perspective, right? I can finally do it, guys. There's going to be no interruptions. The only interruptions that there will be is my household with the background noise or anyone trying to come in this room, right? That's going to be the only interruptions because I'm not going to answer any phone calls. I'm so done with people. I'm just like, no, I'm going to do this video. So, for anyone that's watching this video and you don't know who I am, my name's Tanya. Um, I love like talking about different topics, and I feel like this is going to be so interesting because I've never done a topic about this before. And obviously, everyone has their own opinions on, you know, relationships, dating, and stuff like that. Everyone has their own views. Obviously, you have the professionals. I'm not a professional. Oh my gosh, there's 6 people on my live. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the hearts. Yeah, so I'm not professional. This is just going by what I ever I'm going by from what I've gathered from experience. Thank you so much for the like. Did you ever play American football? No, I never. Have you played it? Hi Germany, how are you? Um, yeah, so this is my perspective. So I'm gonna throw out some points, and then if you guys want me to speak about personal experience, I can do, but show I'm just gonna talk about what I think are the signs that he doesn't care. So this is in no particular order, but one of the signs that I find is when his mood switches up. Guys, I cannot deal with a guy that is like bipolar, where 1 minute is cool, right? You talk to him, and then the split second he switches. Like I feel like that's a sign. Like if he's very miserable, 1 minute is good and you're happy, and then he just switches like, hey AP, no I'm not, but yeah, I'll just keep carrying on. Thank you so much for the like, guys. um I find that if a guy switches his mood up, it's kind of a red flag, because I feel like when you're getting to know someone, you should be, I sent you an email to offer 100. I think you left a comment on my last live, but I couldn't reconnect to it actually. I'll get back to you on that one though. Um, yeah, I feel like if his mood keeps switching up, I feel like it's a red flag, because I feel like when you're, thank you so much for the like, guys. I feel like when you're getting to know someone, to be changing your mood so early on is a really red flag, because you're starting to show who you are very early, and I feel like you're supposed to put your best foot first, like you're supposed to show your best self first. And I feel like women, or this can apply to men as well, like when I say men, maybe a woman might be doing this. I feel like people let that slide, like they just look over it, they just think, okay, it's fine, maybe they're just having a bad day or whatever. But you should pay attention to um people's moods, because that might have a ripple effect in the relationship. And if someone can't control their emotions, or if they're having a bad day and they're taking it on you, I don't think that's really good. Let me read the comments, guys. How are you though, AP? Can you send you an email? I wanted to offer a hand with the channel. Oh, you left me a comment on one of my videos, but I didn't get back to it. I was meant to get back to you actually. This, you know what it is? I don't get loads of comments, but I tend to read comments and I don't answer. It's so annoying that I do that because I always tell myself I'll reply another time and I never do it. Probably no pressure. I'm live myself for one of the brands I worked with his account. Here for the view. Good luck. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you joined my live though. I remember we was talking about Scotland. How are you anyway? AP said mood swings. Oh no, forget that. I'm just being honest. I know, literally, AP, you don't tolerate anything. Um, yeah, so I find when they're really miserable early on, it can be a sign that when you're in a relationship with them, you might have to deal with like silent treatment or bad moods, and you ask them what's wrong, and they probably won't tell you what's wrong, and the mood switch up will apply to other points as well, like the moods. Yeah, 1 minute they call the next hot and cold. They call it hot and cold, so that's one of them. The next one I would say is insults when they get very, I find that very disrespectful if a guy throws insults at you, like it could be name calling, it could be I'm trying to think. They just find faults with you where they start criticizing things very early on, especially in the relationship, or there's things, especially if there's something about you that was there in the beginning and then all of a sudden they find a fault. I found that a red flag because if you meet someone the way they are, why are you trying to change them? And I talk about this a lot in like some of my other lives where people are trying to change people. I find it very toxic. Um, yeah, I feel like either you set people how for who they are or you just leave, like find a better match. I had a debate with a guy before. He was saying um he believes that in relationships people should change for their partner, and I said that's wrong. Um he believes that you should, but I don't think you should. It depends what it is though, but that you can try and mold someone into who you want them to be, but they're gonna revert back anyway. Like you get to a certain age where this is who I am, you're not gonna change. You know what I mean? Like that's literally who you are. If you're a stubborn person from you've been born, like how you gonna be unstubborn? Like AP said, don't settle for less. You're a nice girl. You deserve nothing but the best. Thank you so much, AP. And I'm calling this childish. And I straight my head. Literally, it's so childish. So if my mood is like quite dull, guys, I'm a bit cheesed off, but I've just got to do this video anyway. The next one, I would say, oh my gosh, what was the next point? Um, when they don't care for your feelings, when um yes, trying to change someone is ridiculous. I agree. Like, there's a lot of people that do it, and people do it more than you realize. It can be subtle as well. When they start criticizing little small things, or they say, "Oh, you always do that," or they pick on your bad habits and they start pointing them out. That's like trying to change someone because you're starting to find fault with them. Um, the next one is when he doesn't care for your feelings, right? This is a major one, and I find that a lot of women do not even pay attention to this one. If you've got a problem and you can't talk to your partner about the problem, and they just shrug it off and they say, I don't care to listen, or I don't really care, or they just switch off, or they just get miserable, or they just don't listen, that's a red flag because your partner should be there for you no matter what. They should be there to listen, they should be supportive. Um, your problem should become their problem. You should be able to fight through problems together. Obviously, if it's a family issue, like you're with your family, not his family, your actual family, then I can understand him not really getting too involved because he doesn't want to influence that. Or if it's your friends, but if it's like an actual problem that is something bothering you, like at work or something, especially like if the guy, like if you talk about your day to day, if you talk to your partner about your day and they're not really interested, I feel that's strange. I feel like if you're with someone, you should be so involved with them that you want to be a part of their life. I don't know. To me, I just feel like you should want to be interested in their day. It shouldn't be, it's like a parent ignoring their child. The child comes home from school and the child doesn't want to hear about, they don't ask the child about their school day. I think it's a bit abusive. I don't know. To just ignore someone and pretend they don't exist. Like, what is the point of a relationship? Let me read the comments. Another space note said, I'm selfish, impatient, and a little insecure. I make mistakes. I am out of control and at times hard to handle. If you can't handle me at my worst, then you sure as hell don't deserve me at my best. I would say, oh, Marilyn Monroe. Is that her quote? Is that Marilyn Monroe's quote? Is that literally you? Because I was gonna answer that, but if it's Marilyn Monroe, then I can say something different. AP said a relationship like that is a recipe for disaster, but so many women are attracted or they get involved with guys like this, and then they go to each other about the problems. This is the thing. A lot of people, they just overlook these things and they'll be like, "Oh, he's not answering my calls. He's blah blah blah. He's not interested. He's hot and cold." It's because people are overlooking these things. Thank you so much for the lights, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, people just overlooking these things, and to be fair, they're very small things, but I would say they're very major because what you see in the beginning is kind of what's going to play throughout. Not always, but it can, be, as AP said, a recipe for disaster. Scott A said, "Hi, I'm not staying because I'm about to play Fire with my little brother. I just came on to say hello. I wish I could stay. Well, I could, but never, but I'm so fight." Oh, thank you so much for joining, Scott. Enjoy. Oh, it's play fight. Why did I say fire? I haven't got my glasses on. Enjoy your play fight, but don't injure each other. Oh, the moth. Don't injure each other. But thank you for joining. I'm so sorry because I said I was gonna join. I was gonna do a live earlier on, but I was rushing to get back home, guys. And then it happened to be change of plan, so I rushed back home for nothing. When I could have done the whole live, guys. This is why I say spiritual warfare, because I was literally trying to do this live video when I was getting to my destination, and it's got interrupted, and now I've got to do it now. Oh, say no more. All right, so quote. Let me go back to my mom's quote. I'm selfish, impatient, and insecure. I make mistakes. I'm out of control, and at times hard to handle. But if you can't handle my worst, I've seen that quote before. If you can't handle me at my worst, and you sure as hell don't deserve me at my best. Yeah, I've seen the last bit of that quote a lot circling around the internet. I think I've used it before actually. Where people say if you don't love me at my, they usually say if you don't love me at my worst, then you don't deserve my best or something like that. Like people have changed it. Um, promises on that, and no worries. Lisa could say that. That's true. Guys, I'm really sorry for my mood. It's kind of off. I'm a bit cheesed off, so I do apologise. Usually I'm more cheerful and happy, but it's fine. I'm just gonna get through this video. The last point I wanted to say is when they initiate intimacy very early, or um they don't they push your boundaries, basically what I'm trying to say. Like, they don't respect your boundaries, and this one's very, very important because this happens in marriages as well, where um there's a lot of abuse in relationships. It can work for both parties. It can happen to the man, it can happen to the woman, where the partner doesn't respect your boundaries. And I think this is a huge one. It can be, so I've got to keep it PG. It could be in the bedroom as well, where they're getting you to perform acts that you don't want to perform, or you're saying no to certain things. Even if you say no to certain things and they still go ahead, that's pushing boundaries. And it shows they don't care for you either, because if they care, they wouldn't do that. They want to keep you happy, basically. If someone cares about you, they want to keep you happy. um they want to make sure you're comfortable as well. And guys, if you pay attention to these things, you'll know what I'm talking about. A lot of people don't respect people. They don't listen to people's boundaries. And I'm talking, this can happen anywhere in the workplace. Like if you say to someone, I don't feel like talking now, and then they still push you to talk, that's your boundary. So a lot of people don't respect boundaries, and really they push to see how far you can go. Um, but in a relationship, it is a huge red flag. You have to really, really have wide eyes to pay attention to the red flags very early on, because people let it slide. And if you hey, already Jackson, how are you? If people let it slide, it becomes a bigger problem later on, where they will do it with other things as well, and then you can't really call them out on it because you already let it slide, and it becomes a bigger problem. She mentioned it from the point of her objectification. She felt she was just a thing of beauty and no longer a woman. Yeah, she was. I don't know much about Marilyn Monroe, but I know she was kind of like a beauty icon, wasn't she? Um, so it sounds like she was trying to fight for, trying to showcase herself, I'm guessing. Sounds like it. Yeah, so guys, those are the signs where I feel like he doesn't care about you. Um if anyone is actually struggling in a relationship right now, reach out to someone. It's important to talk. It's important to talk about your problems, especially if it's relationships, because you want a partner that is right for you. You don't want someone that is like pushing your boundaries, insulting you, like that's mental abuse, name calling and stuff like that, or they're blowing hot and cold. They're moody one minute and next minute they're happy, like bipolar. I wouldn't say it's bipolar, but it's kind of like how people would picture bipolar to be. Or if they don't really want to listen to your problems or anything, they don't really care about your feelings. So not caring, all these tying together, not caring about your feelings and pushing your boundaries, um, throwing insults to manipulate you, um, and then having random mood swings. You don't know what's wrong with them, and if you ask them, they don't engage in a conversation. They just, you know. AP said you ignore them, you will regret it. Trust me, Shaman. Literally, a lot of people, especially young people, they don't know much about red flags, do they? They just get clouded by the fact that they don't like someone. And sometimes the problem with red flags is, um, it's not always, how to explain? If you focus on the positive stuff about the person, the red flags don't always appear straight away. And then eventually the person gets more comfortable and the red flags start to appear and you can't really address them. We are all flawed human beings, and unfortunately people don't always show the worst side of them straight away. So red flags could actually appear after, when you're comfortable with the person, and then they start to throw the insults here and there, like just dash of it, and then it's almost like it's a joke. So if someone's joking and throw an insult at you, you just let it slide, don't you, because it's a joke. And then they could just be like moody and then just say, oh, I'm just stressed out of work, and then you think, oh, okay, they're just stressed out of work, I'll let that slide. Do you get it, guys? And then what was the other point? Um, not caring about your feelings. Again, they could just be someone that's emotionally detached. So they could be that detached that um they just want to be happy. They want to be in the present moments. When you talk about your feelings, it could be, especially men do this a lot, guys. So men don't really like to talk about stuff. So if a man is like saying, "Oh, I don't really want to hear about that" or whatever, you let it slide because you're thinking, "Oh, he's a man, so I might as well go and talk to my girls." You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that it's very easy to let it slide because it's just a norm. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's kind of normal, isn't it? If a man is just like, "Oh, I don't want to hear about it," or "I just want to watch TV," or and then you kind of think, okay, maybe it's just because I'm a female, you can't relate to me, because some men don't want to hear women talk a lot. I get a lot of men say to me that I talk too much, and I find that wrong. So obviously, if I hear that, I'm just like, okay. So some people would be okay with a man saying that to them, and they would, you do hear like marriage couples bickering. You hear that a lot where a lot of marriage couples are together for a long time, many years, and then they argue about little points. You know, something like he doesn't put the toilet seat down, and then he was like, "Oh, she takes too long to get ready." It's almost like the norm, isn't it? So it's very hard for some people to spot the red flags because there's a lot of normal things in relationships that are modeled to people where you look and you think, "Oh, this is normal." Do you know what I'm trying to say, guys? If they don't care, then they must have an agenda. What would they want? Probably one thing, AP. Probably they want one thing. Another space. Not said. Anyone who expects you to change doesn't love you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. If they want you to change, they clearly don't love you for who you are. That is so true. And the thing is, like, I don't understand why people do that. Because if I don't like something about somebody, I wouldn't get in a relationship with them. If it's a big, what's the word? Not a red flag. What's the word? There's a word for it. If it's a big deal, is it a big deal they call it? I forgot the term. I think it's called big deal. If it's a big deal for you, don't get involved. Like, for example, if someone drinks a lot, and you don't like when a man drinks, for example, why would you get involved with them? Um, AP said I've got two ladies that want a relationship, but I can't do it. So I have to, so I've not got intimate with none of them, and they are literally throwing it at me. It's all about discipline for me. Yeah. Do you know what it is? Oh God, there's loads of points to this. So, women tend to be attracted. This is not all women, guys. This is not all women. I'm just gonna say, can I just say like some women, okay? Because I wouldn't know the ratio. So women sometimes can be drawn to men that are not really interested, right? If they're very busy, and I said this on my other live, if they're very busy and you know just really focus on life. Women love that. They want them more. Um, if a man is not I don't want to say this in my life because I know I've got young people on my life. If he's not, you know what, active. If he's not active, then apparently I've heard that when you're not active, the opposite gender is very attracted to you more. You get them really coming after you. That's meant to be really common as well. Um, so let's go over AP. So I've got 2 days out. So you're probably going to be blowing hot and cold with them then, I'm guessing. Uh, Interesting that you said you can't do it. Why do you feel like you can't do the relationship? Is it because they're throwing themselves at you? Yeah, discipline is very important. Um, this is the thing. People need to try and learn to get to know the other person, and that's not towards you, AP. They need to learn about you and learn that you're not interested in that right now, and then they can take a step back and reevaluate, and then come to you properly. Because this is how we learn about people. Because obviously, we get so focused on performing. People perform, don't they? They just think about looking their best, trying to impress someone, and they're not really paying attention to what that person is actually looking for. Um, this is a really interesting topic. Actually, I had it planned out in my head, and I was like, right, I'm gonna literally just throw the points out quickly and then end the live. But it's like talking about it with you guys, it's very interesting. Especially like some of the pointers that we've talked about. Let's go back to the Marilyn Monroe quote. So Marilyn Monroe is literally pointing out all her bad points. As you can see, she's saying, I'm selfish, impatient, and a little insecure. I make mistakes. I'm out of control. The out of control bit makes me feel like there's trauma there. Like um there's something from her past that she hasn't worked through. So she's saying what it could be is maybe those pointers that people have thrown at her, maybe she's had them as insults. So people say you're insecure, you're impatient. Like she's probably like projecting that onto people and saying, look, before you get involved with me, I'm selfish, I'm impatient, and a little insecure, and I make mistakes. I don't think it's always good to do that, especially if you're getting in a relationship, because I feel like you're sabotaging your relationship. You're trying to make them see the bad side of you, right? Whereas I think it's better for that person to see it for themselves. It depends what it is, guys. If you've got like a mental disorder, like bipolar, is bipolar mental disorder? Whatever, guys. If you got something like bipolar, you should tell your partner because obviously you don't want them to just suddenly find out. So there's some things that you should tell, and there's some things you don't need to tell. Um, um, it's just that and at times hard to handle. That sounds like hard to handle. Sounds like how do I put this into words? The showbiz industry where she's portraying a certain image. I feel like that hard to handle is like her trying to put on an act where it's not really her. Like so people always see as this person that's hard to handle. It's like when people always do that phrase like too hot to touch. You know, when they say I'm too hot to touch, and then with that, people start getting dressed up to look really hot, and then they say I'm too hot to touch. I feel like it's putting an act on, it's not your true self. And then she said, if you can't handle me at my worst, I feel like that's toxic because it's almost like if I'm gonna be toxic and miserable with you, if you can't handle that, then you don't deserve me at my best. That's abusive. That's like saying like, um, either you be with me the way I am now. I'm not gonna try and make your life easier. So it's selfish. So she's right. She said she's selfish. It's like saying, right, okay. If I said to someone, I always have mood swings, and then you tell them in the beginning, and then you just throw the mood swings on so much at this person, and then you're saying I'm hard to handle at times. It's very oh, what's the word? It's very reckless. It's not good to portray yourself in that way, and I feel like it's not very ladylike considering she was someone that was ladylike. Um. I mean, you don't deserve me at my best. It's very much like if you get in a relationship with someone like that, they're going to be very self-centered. The relationship's going to be about them and not you. You don't matter in this relationship. It's almost like you've got to worship them. I don't think that's appropriate. Um, AP said, I'm just taking my time getting to know. I agree with that. Taking your time to get to know someone. I actually agree with that because when you rush and then you get involved and then they turn out to be a monster, you can't get out because it's too late. Well, you can get out, but it's like so much damage has been done before just sleeping with whoever. I personally, I feel like I shouldn't say this on this live, but I feel like you should only sleep with someone if it's a proper committed relationship where you actually see a future together, you're gonna plan everything together, and it's actual marriage. That's just my opinion. With whoever is easy to get, but what after that? Do you get me? Yeah, I feel like yeah, if you do that too soon, then it becomes the I don't want to say it becomes the base of the relationship, but it might just like there'd be nothing to it because when you've done that and then you start to see who they are, you might not be attracted to them, but you'll only be attracted to them in that way. And the reason why I say it that way is because we've got young people on my live. Hey Sky Eyed, how are you? Yeah. I'm trying to keep it as PG as possible. You guys can write what you want, but I'm just trying to keep it as PG as possible. Especially how Scott said on my live, is your channel family friendly? So now I'm being very cautious about what I say on my live. I said it. I did say it isn't. My live is not family friendly. Sorry, did I say child friendly? Sorry, I said it's not family friendly, but I still want to be a bit cautious about what I'm saying. Okay now-ish. I'm not in my best mood, but guys, I might just do a live tonight because I'm gonna end this live here now. Sorry, Sky, it's because I've got to get something to eat now. So I'm burping and I haven't eaten. Yeah, so if anyone does watch this live after I post it live, I do hope your relationship does go well. Just look out for the signs and I'm sure they're saying dating like um what deal breakers can you compromise on? Like what is really not a big deal? What can you kind of like let slide? So pay attention to that. No, it needs to be family friendly. I'm 15, not 4. I like that. I like that. I'm 15, not 4 years old. Do you know that phrase? It made me think of that phrase. At your age, not your shoe size. So sorry, Scott. I've been on here for 27 minutes and I need to get something to eat, but I just felt so annoyed because I've missed that time frame of doing this video and I thought I'm going to fit it in and then have something to eat, but I'm getting very hungry now. Hey, sorry, I dipped off. You're fine. You're fine. The trick is to smile. Be well, Tanya. Keep smiling. Thank you. Yeah, I need to smile more. I need to just be happy. Be well, Tanya. Keep smiling. Remember, there's a divine plan. Wow, thank you so much for that. I needed to hear that. That is so beautiful. Literally, like I just need to trust in the unknown. AP said you are right though, Tanya. Casual stuff is not it. You should be in a committed relationship. I mean, each their own. Some people want to be in a casual. They don't want to be involved with anything serious. But what point do you draw the line? Because there's only so long you can have something casual for until one person starts feeling feelings, or it's just gonna end up in heartbreak. Oh. Cocoa live. I said before on live. I wish I could do that, but in my house I can't because it's too noisy. It's too noisy downstairs, guys. I learned that a smile is free to give and contagious to the world. That's beautiful. I like that. Yeah, I need to smile more. I probably need to journal as well. If I journal my feelings, yeah, I like to be in control of my routine. I find that when people interrupt it, it's just like, oh. That's another long story. I pieces on let nothing get you down, Tanya. You don't see yourself. Oh, I'm glad you can notice. I'm really not myself, guys. Hopefully it passes soon. Yeah, it's just so tough, guys. This is a horrible phase that I'm going through in my life. And the thing is I brought it on myself. Um, Here we go, blaming myself. Yeah. Thank you, AP. Scott I said I tried. Yeah, so guys, I'm gonna end this now. It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys. Guys, I really appreciate you guys coming on my live. Really do. Can I just say another space note? You was on my previous live, the live that got interrupted and it couldn't reconnect, but I couldn't see your message when I watched that live back. I could not see that message. Um, yeah, so guys. The messages are coming through. You guys are so funny. Um, wow, the messages are coming through. Do you know mindfulness? Is mindfulness when you, uh, I know mindful eating when you really like you. It's like slowing down, isn't it? And being mindful of what's going on around you and being in the present. Um, Sky Eyed said, "What's going on? Did I miss something bad?" Oh, Sky Eyed, so sweet. Um, it's a lot. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. Not really on my lives, but a lot going on behind the scenes. It's just so hard. Maybe I'll do a video talking about it. I feel like I can't though, because I feel like the person that I would talk about then kind of know my channel. Because I stupidly went on live around them and they was trying to look at my screen. And I was like, damn it. I didn't want him to see my username. um We're starting the day with meditation. Yeah, I need to start my day with something, guys. I feel like I'll probably wake up. I wouldn't say anxious, but it's almost like, okay, I'm always having this battle with myself when to get out of bed. Do I go back to sleep? Do I stay on my phone? It's like a constant battle. But I do kind of check my emails in bed though. So I am productive in bed. Like I check my emails, I'll start work in my bed. So that's quite good, isn't it? Um, AP said, whoever he is, Tanya should count the stars. Very lucky you got. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh my God, guys, it's not really like how you guys think it is. It's not really how you guys see it on here. It's not really what you think it is. But that's so sweet that you said that. Um, thank you for calling me gorgeous as well. That's actually cheering me up, actually. That's actually cheering me up. I literally went on live because I couldn't deal with like messaging him right now. I just went on live because I just thought I'm going to talk to you guys instead. Because I literally can't say too much, guys. I can't say too much. I literally interrupted the live earlier, as you guys know. So you guys should come first in this situation. I'm not going to say too much. Another space note said, not a problem. I sent you an email to the one listed on the channel. I forgot to put my email on the YouTube channel. I forgot that I did that. Mindfulness is a form of meditation. Oh, that's very interesting. I feel like you have a lot of knowledge around this. Oh, Sky, you're so concerned. You're so sweet. Um, there's a lot going on in my head. I like to be in control of my life. I like to be in control of what's happening around me. Not too much of a controlling, but like, just if I don't know, I don't want to go into too much detail. I just like to be in control. I like to know what's happening. If something's not in within my control and there's so much going on around, it stresses me out. That doesn't sound clear enough for you. I know that doesn't make no sense. I do apologise. No space not said. I've got to run and wrap our live up. Speak soon. Take care. Yes, thank you so much for joining. Take care too. I am leaving as well. And thank you so much for joining. Guys, I'm going now. So thank you so much, guys, for like commenting. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully, Sky, you get to catch my next live or whatever live I do in the future. I'm so annoyed, guys. You don't understand. I am so annoyed. Not with you guys. I'm just so annoyed in general. I just have to throw that out. I am so annoyed. You don't understand. Um, but yeah, hopefully I calm down. Thanks so much for the likes. Bye, Sky. Bye, AP. Bye, another space not by tonight. Hopefully I should be chilled out where I can do a funny live for you guys and a better mood. Guys, if I miss anyone's name on here, I'm so sorry. Hello to goodbye everyone that actually joined this live. Thank you so much to anyone that's watched after I've posted it. Ladies, if you're watching this and you feel like I've listed some things that you never thought about before, drop them in the comment section below. If you feel like you don't know if he doesn't care, I could do another another video on it to give you more tips. AP said, if it's stressful, leave it alone. Yeah, I need to learn to do that. I really need to. Peace to you as well, AP. Peace out. I used to say peace out when I was younger. Yeah, guys, I love you all so much. Please have a good day, a good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are. Love you all. Hopefully my next live will be so much better than this. Yeah. I think I'm just annoyed because I wanted to do this live earlier. It got interrupted for what? For what, guys? For what? For nothing. So annoyed. And then I couldn't do another live coming back home because it started to rain. So I was just like, oh, guys. But yeah, I sometimes putting people first is not the best thing, guys. It just really ruins your life. Just keep that in mind, guys. Putting people first is not always the best thing. It can destroy you. Um, yeah, any of them work? I forgot what that's in relation to. Any of them work? I'm not sure what I said before. My brain is forgotten. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Yeah, so yeah, I've got to go now, guys. It's 35 minutes, and I've got to get something to eat. So sorry, Scott. Leave me a comment if you want to answer my question, as I'm going to end this live now. Yeah, take care, everyone. Thanks once again for joining. It's always a pleasure to talk to you all. Bye, bye. Nice seeing you. Speaking to you, Tanya. So sweet, Scott. See you. Take care. Mwah. Yeah. So see you, everyone. Bye.